Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishnan Nair, and here basically we are going to talk about some parties. That is basically the Parliament House, basically sitting in the Parliament House, like Congress Party, BJP Party, Aam Aadmi Party, Samajwadi Party. All are basically one, sitting at one place. So their motive is only one. That is to give the problem to the public. That's all. So here the thing is basically when public thought that they are getting problem. So which kind of action basically they takes? Which kind of action basically public takes? Um, so they takes lots of actions. So here basically we are talking about the parties that are basically the, for example, Congress Party. Congress Party basically established in some 1800 year. So they basically established their party. On the paper, basically it is some date is 28 December 1885. So this is basically on paper, but the plan basically might have started 100 years before. Basically, that is basically 1785. So the Congress Party basically the establishment plan basically might have started in 1785. So basically, it's a very old party. Old party means basically you can say when the kings group basically might be ruling the country. That time basically the Congress Party might have started. So here basically we are going to talk about the parties basically, how basically they are, basically how basically their targets are. I will take one latest example. Today basically is 31st October 2023. So today, on the date of this 31st October, the Indira Gandhi was basically dead. That means basically she was killed. Basically, why she was killed, that also basically we will discuss what actually happened. So why she was killed. So here basically we are talking about Congress Party. If Congress Party basically we are talking, then basically it's by default BJP and Aam Aadmi Party also. All parties basically is also. So here basically we are talking about the plans, basically how Congress Party basically do the plans. I will take the latest example. Indira Gandhi was killed by its own security guards, right? She was killed by their own security guards. So here the question is, she was killed, right, by the security guard of her security guard only, right? So how Congress Party has done the plan? How Congress Party has done the plan. So I assume that there were one person basically. He was basically responsible for that Indira Gandhi's murder. I will just taking as an example. So how? So basically, by default, they tracked that due to this boy basically, or this person basically, the Indira Gandhi was killed. How they tracked, that also we will discuss. That how which all groups basically have given the information and leaked the information that this particular person has basically killed, the reason for killing the Indira Gandhi murder. So here the thing is basically how they basically has tracked, that we will basically 100% we are going to discuss how basically they have tracked. So here the question is how they tracked, that we are going to discuss. So here basically we are discussing how they basically done the plan after Indira Gandhi murder. So they have done the plan is like this. First they tracked the uh, how they tracked, that we will discuss later on. First of all, assume that they had tracked that particular person. So tracked means entire political party become one. That is by default. So they have the control of entire city. They have the control of entire city. As in that the person basically who has tracked this, he or basically she was from Surat city, as in that. But in real, basically, it might be any city. So as in that, it is Surat city. So they have done the plan. They basically started the plan from Surat city with the help of certain groups. They are basically by default assume that there are some certain software companies. They basically started the plan from Surat city, currently existing. So they started the plan that this is that boy basically who actually is responsible for murder of Indira Gandhi. So they started the plan from Surat city. Basically, that boy actually not started the plan. Actually, Congress started the plan. Like this, the in front of the world, it's like that. That the Congress has started the plan. That boy has not started the plan. So like this, they started the plan. Like this, they started the plan. Um they basically used few software companies. They used many boys. They used many girls. They used many peoples basically you can say from the software company. So basically who were basically involved, basically the people basically who was involved in this plan, they actually given them the big post, so that basically it can be easily able to track that these all are people basically responsible for this particular boy murder. So they have actually planned the murder of that particular boy. Like this, the scene has created in front of the world because it's a Congress party. If anybody hurts the Congress party, that basically it affects the entire world. Entire world, Indian nationality is going to see that. See, this particular boy has killed the Indira Gandhi. So like this, the advertising has done when the Indira Gandhi was murdered. So like same way, basically they have done the advertising that from Surat city, basically they SMS started SMS also. That time basically the mobile was not thing was not like that.